January 12th, 8 a.m. We're back at the ADKLOJ. Nicole is signing us in for Colden and tabletop. We're going to kind of play it by ear. The tabletop's kind of an option play. So we're going to head up Colden. And if we're moving along at a good pace and have time, we're going to hit the crossover, the Lake Arnold crossover, and head over to Indian Falls and tabletop. So it's 13 degrees and there's 3 cars in the parking lot. So who's the crazy one? We're off again, heading for Marcy Dam and then Van Hovenberg Trail and then Lake Arnold Trail. Okay, arriving at Marcy Dam in the winter. We're going to walk right across the brook. I expect it's frozen solid. So come down this way and hopefully get across uneventfully. Still gorgeous though. A little overcast, a little windier than I wanted, but gorgeous. Okay, made it to the Lake Arnold Trail. So far it's been bare boots all the way up to Lake Arnold Trail. Sign says 1.5 to Lake Arnold itself. Okay, we arrived at the Lake Arnold crossover to the left. So up that way is the crossover to Indian Falls and Van Hovenberg Trail. Up here is the trail to the continuation of Lake Arnold Trail and to Lake Arnold and Colden. So we're going to stop here, take a break. Snowshoeing it on up the Lake Arnold Trail. I'd say about halfway up the Lake Arnold Trail, it really started to warrant snowshoes. Certainly after the Lake Arnold crossover. So, getting pretty beautiful with the fresh snow in the trees. Less than half a mile to Lake Arnold, and we'll see what we got there. I was here in June on the Gray Skylight Marcy video where we had breakfast at Lake Arnold, and we'll do it again. Welcome to Lake Arnold. A little cold, a little windy. I don't think it's breakfast on the beach today. So we'll continue on up the trail and find a little better place to have a little snack. Making our way up Colden now. This section of the trail, maybe half mile up from Lake Arnold, seems to be protected from the wind. So no wind right now, which is awesome. So we're enjoying it. When we start hearing the wind, we're gonna throw in a few more layers. Here comes Nicole. Too gorgeous. Breaking trail going up Colden. Got through some steep sections. Snowshoes are the way to go for sure. Ever since Lake Arnold crossover. Luckily we're still out of the wind. It was blowing pretty good earlier. Could it be done? I doubt it. Put on another layer. And we're still going up. Probably less than a mile. And we got that false summit to come out to. And then we got to make our way over to the summit proper. Okay, we just passed over the false summit and we're back down in the col between that in Colden, and it was windy up there. We went full goggles and everything. Luckily I knew which way to go. There's no cairns, but basically when you break out on the falls summit, take a left, back down. Hopefully this is the final push up Colden. There's 2 calls between the falls summit, what I'll call a falls summit, I don't know if it has a name, and Colden. Hope there's not a third. Guess we're socked in today. Glorious. Glorious winter wonderland. Make it past here and we're on the summit. Just too gorgeous not to capture every second. The ice and snow is thick on every branch. The wind is gusting. We're completely socked in today, but it's an experience just the same. Mountain summit, reverse angle. We already came through the top, ventured along the ridge, coming back to that summit rock that we're all so familiar with. That's how you get down.
Oh yeah.
Going back out across the falls summit. Sometimes fools people. It has nice views when it has views. Just as windy as the real summit. And back down to Lake Arnold. Right there, over the trees, is the frozen lake. And we have made the executive decision to call it a day and not take the Lake Arnold crossover and not do tabletop. I figured one socked in winter 46er a day is enough. Didn't need to do 2 socked in winter 46ers. There's the lake, and hook up a Lake Arnold trail and we're out of here. These 3 slides on Wright Peak are very popular with the backcountry skiers. 15, 20 years ago maybe, there was a fatality due to an avalanche there, and it is the only backcountry fatality due to avalanche in New York State. Just crossing the brook at Marcy Dam. It is frozen solid, no problem. snow drifts might be a little more challenging, but yeah. So good crossing there. Nicole's signing us out at the trail registry. Colden Mountain for winter credit, done. About 12 miles in 8 hours. It was a little blustery and windy and cold at the summit, no views. So we just did the one. That's it. Hike safe, and we'll see you next time. Welcome to the post-hike interview, the inside the car version. It's a little cold out there, and we're soaked to the bone. Yeah. I'm Norm.
I'm Nicole.
And we just completed Colden Mountain for winter credit. We had hoped to do 2 mountains today, but it wasn't in the cards. It was socked in, and there was really no point in going over to tabletop and summiting that in the clouds also. But I think we saw it all out there in terms of winter weather.
Yeah, I think so too.
How'd you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
We had the right layers and everything. We were saying that earlier, and so even though it was insane at the top, we were still comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Still cool to see the summit that way.
The goggles, the neck gaiter, you know, I was rocking 3 layers on the bottom, and most of the hike just 3 layers on the top, and I added a fleece to go to the summit, and I was very good. It was very fine. But it was, oh my God, we got to the summit and everything just froze. Our bags froze. My gloves froze with my hands in them. That's how cold it was. Usually they only freeze when I take my hands out.
It was really cold. Everything was frosting over.
Yeah. Our gear all came back just frosted over, the backpacks, everything. So it was bare boot all the way into Marcy Dam and beyond. We made it a little way up the Lake Arnold Trail before we decided to put snowshoes on. And a little while after that, it was probably a really good idea. And it's certainly going up from Lake Arnold up Colden. Snowshoes is a very good idea. Very few people on the trail today.
Yeah, very few.
We only actually saw one group that we passed on the way in and met again on the way out, and they did tabletop, and they did the same thing. They were planning on 2 summits and just did 1. Yeah. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
So be prepared. Make sure you got all your gear. It was cold today and a windy summit, but it was still stellar and beautiful views. That's it. We'll be out here again in a couple, 3 weeks. Hoping for some real snowfall down low and up high, and we won't be hopping around some big rocks anymore. So that's it. You good? Peace out. Hike safe. See you next time.